1263, the Kingdom of Scotland and the Viking forces of Norway clashed in a battle that would decide the fate of Scotland's Western Isles. The Battle of Largs was more than just a skirmish. It marked the end of Viking influence in Scotland. By the 13th century, the Kingdom of Norway controlled much of the Hebrides, the Isle of Man, and the Orkneys. But the Scottish king, Alexander III, wanted to reclaim these lands. In 1263, King Hákon IV launched a massive fleet of over 120 ships to reassert Norwegian dominance over Scotland. But fate, and the Scottish weather, had other plans. As the Norwegian fleet approached Scotland, a violent storm struck, scattering their ships along the Ayrshire coast near the town of Largs. Seeing their chance, the Scottish forces, led by Alexander III, attacked the stranded Norse warriors. What followed was a chaotic battle fought in the wind, rain, and crashing waves. The Scots harassed the Viking invaders, using their superior knowledge of the terrain to drive them back toward the shore. The Norwegians, unable to properly form ranks, suffered heavy losses. After fierce fighting, the Norwegians retreated to their ships. King Hákon attempted to regroup, but the storm and constant Scottish attacks forced him to abandon the campaign. Humiliated, Hákon IV sailed back to Norway, but he would not return. He died months later in Orkney. His death marked the beginning of the end of Norwegian rule in Scotland. 3 years later, in 1266, Norway and Scotland signed the Treaty of Perth, officially handing over the Hebrides and the Isle of Man to Scotland, ending Viking rule in the region. Though not a massive battle, the Battle of Largs was a symbolic turning point, the last major conflict between the Scots and the Vikings. It secured Scotland's independence and shaped the future of the British Isles. The Vikings had once ruled Scotland's islands, but at Largs, their power was broken forever.